Good morning, and what a morning it is. My name's Rob Johnson and I'm really pleased to be here with you this morning. I've been invited as a guest presenter on the Flybubble channel. I'm a climber and a mountaineer by background. That's sort of what I've spent the last sort of 18 years doing, and a filmmaker. So here I am with the opportunity to share my newfound love of paragliding with you, and perhaps talk to you about what the attraction is and what drew me into it. So I'm here in Snowdonia. I've got up for sunrise, got up early this morning, had my porridge. The house as quietly as I could without waking everybody up, and I'm on my local hill, so I've walked from home. It's about an hour and a half's walk, I guess, up here, and I've come up for sunrise. And my plan is to come up, enjoy the sunrise, and then float back down, fly back down. And for me, that's what paragliding's about. It means a lot of things to different people, but to me, I sort of looked at it and thought, wow, that's a pretty cool thing to be able to save my knees. You know, I want to be able to go climbing, I want to be able to go mountaineering, or go hill walking, get up for sunrise, and then fly back down. It's simple as that. I got into it 2 years ago. A good friend of mine bought a second-hand Speedwing. We didn't really know what that was, and we took it up to our local hill, had a go, tried to teach ourselves from YouTube, scared ourselves silly, and then ended up booking ourselves onto a course. We went and learnt with a paragliding school in Spain. And the idea with this little series of videos is to show you the beauty and the joy of flying, free flight, and show you how the kit's come on a lot over the last few years. So it's so light, it opens up a lot of different options, and take you on some adventures. So one of the questions I get asked a lot when people see either me land or see the images that I put up is how do you learn? And as I said, we bought ourselves a wing, tried to teach ourselves, and struggled. So yeah, we went out to Spain and did our elementary pilot and our club pilot qualifications out there, and then I had a bit more training when I got back to the UK, because I definitely felt the flying environment was different. And then the big thing is to join a club when you get back. And I've got to admit, I'm not much of a club person. I was a bit hesitant about joining a club. I've sort of been a little bit shy of those in the climbing world. But it's been fantastic, because it gives you access to all of their flying sites, and you know, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. People have been doing this for a couple of decades, and they've negotiated access, because we haven't got a right to access with paragliding. So they've negotiated access to sites. They've tried all the bad sites where they don't work, and people are really super keen, super willing to help with advice, and it gives you access to forums and weather and see what other people are up to. So that's probably my number one top tip, is join your local club, and then wherever you want to fly, join that club as well, because it doesn't cost a lot. I think the club up here in North Wales is like a tenner for a year, so you can join as many as you want, and it just gives you access to people and to knowledge, and that's really, really valuable. So now to start thinking about the fun bit. And I've used this takeoff before. I know the farmer, and he's kindly let me fly from here. I'm looking to have a little bit of wind, so a little bit of headwind just means it's a lot easier getting the glider up over your head, and then launching is much easier than trying to do it with no wind. It means you can get off the ground fairly quickly. And here it's quite bouldery, so I don't want to be sort of running down the hill for too long. This is where the technology has really changed over the years, because my glider is just so small and so light. I mean, that's it. That's your wing, and that's 1.8 kilos. And then the rucksack is only about 300 grams heavier than my mountaineering sack, with a harness built into it. And then on top of that, I carry a reserve parachute in case things go dreadfully wrong. And that weighs less than a kilo. So, you know, for not far off 3 kilos extra to what you would normally carry, you've got the opportunity to fly down instead of walking down. So there we go, I'm down, and still plenty of time to go home and have a big breakfast if I want to. Bloody brilliant. So yeah, hopefully you can join me again. I want to go and climb as many climbs and scrambles on our mountains here as I can in Snowdonia, and then fly back down, and then along the way I'll show you in a bit more detail some of the kit that I'm using, perhaps chat through some of the planning stages that goes into making it work, spend a little bit more time looking at the weather, and yeah, go out and do some cool routes and fly off some beautiful mountains.